Did y'all watch Straw yet? Because we're going to talk about it. Hey y'all, Jack Squad, what's going on? How everybody doing? What's happening, YouTube world? Listen, so we're going to get into the Straw movie. We just going to get right on into it, right? First of all, y'all know that I love me some Tyler the Perry. Love me some Tyler the Perry, right? Besides, I like his backstory. You know, he came from nothing. He was homeless. He was sleeping in his car, and he came up. Now he's a billionaire. And he's a philanthropist. I can never say that word, philanthropist, right? When I lived in Atlanta, I told this story before, and I'm going to tell it again. He gave the people, the neighborhood surrounding his studio, the elders, he paid their taxes. I want to say for 5 years, I can't remember, but I know he paid their taxes, right? So I love me some Tyler Perry. Now, let's get into the movie. Tyler makes a lot of movies. He makes a lot of shows. He was doing the plays at first. I don't even think he do plays anymore. But he's a creator. He's a creator. He does his own thing. He's the writer, the director, the producer, the this, the that, and the that. And sometimes he acts in them, right? Which is amazing to me. Amazing. Now, people say he always depict, and that's not true, he always depict black women, downtrodden, single, barely making it, and so on and so forth, okay? Well, maybe he's paying homage. I don't know what his reason is, but I have not seen a bad movie. Now, the one movie I told you I saw with my girl in there, her and her husband, the girl from Steve Harvey's show. I can't think of her name. But I didn't like that movie. That's the first thing I've ever liked, whether it be play, a show, a TV show, or a movie. The first thing that he has made that I did not like. She the People, that's what it was called. She the People. Didn't like it at all, didn't get it. But another thing about Tyler will go pull somebody he'll go pull somebody from way back yonder and put them in his whatever he's doing in his project, right? Now, I've seen a lot of people, I've seen it go both ways. Most people say they like it, but I've seen a lot of people, especially men, who say ain't nobody had that much hard time. Let me tell y'all something about a black woman. We strong as an ox, right? And a lot of times we don't show what's going on with us, right? Because who gonna help? We gonna cry, then what's gonna happen? We still got to get it done, right? Yes, that was a lot that she went through in one 24-hour span, but that does happen. Maybe not to that extreme, but it does happen. No, she didn't, you don't unalive somebody, rob a bank, your daughter died, everything in one day. No, maybe not. But as far as, that's why it's called Straw, whatever the last straw is. Yes, it's a movie, so he went to the extreme with it. He's a creative, right? So, but the plight of the black woman is not seen enough. So what Tyler doing it? I don't like people say that's all he show. Well, he's a black man. We can't show what's really going on. Everybody want to keep that a secret. What really happens when you are a single mother? Listen, I have been there. Especially with my last child. I have been there. I have been devastated had so much taken from me. And have been so devastated, I contemplated suicide. I did not do it because of my kids. And I had one left that I was in charge, you know, that was still underage, right? But I contemplated it. Now, again, by the grace of God and me knowing the power of prayer and understanding spirituality, I did not act on a lot of things that I felt like I could have acted on, right? That I could have acted on because I had somebody else to see about, right? But everybody's not that strong. Sometimes you can just have a mental break. So much can go on that you just have a mental breakdown. I've seen it in other women, single parents. I've seen it. I've seen it in women who had a husband and he was there, but he wasn't really there. So you still got the burden of the world on your shoulders. We as black women been carrying the world for a long time. And a lot of times we don't say nothing. Yeah, we strong. Yeah, we strong. But at night, Or when we by ourselves, we cry, we pray, we do a whole bunch of stuff, and we may think of a whole bunch of crazy stuff like that. And that movie, she was at her last straw. She was at her wit's end. All she wanted was her little $521 so she can handle her business, right? And I like the twist at the end. The twist at the end was that her daughter had lost her battle with life the day before, right? So I guess it was the day before, but she had a whole psychotic break. She was not able to explain herself properly because she was going through so much anguish, right? And I see, the first comment I saw was somebody I know on Facebook, a man, and said, he said something very negative. If you have never been a single parent or a single woman, single mother, I should say, not woman, single mother, and have had to deal with situation after situation after situation, wow, keeping your child unaware. Now, see, her child wasn't here, but the catch is going through all of those things, and your child being unaware because you're doing your best to keep them happy. You're doing your absolute best. Ain't nobody told that story. You're going through all kind of HELL, and you still making your child feel like everything's okay. That's a story to tell, right? So I'm not mad at Tyler. Now, what I am just a little ticky-tink. But they say when I read the comments, I don't know many black women detectives. When I first saw Teyana, I said, ooh, I don't like that wig. Ooh, child. But Tyler ain't known for the wigs. He's known for putting on a bad wig on you. He's known for that. And I'm sure maybe now that's his thing, right? Because I know Teyana looked at that and said, ooh, Lord, right? But this is this man's project, right? Yeah, the wig was a little off. And, people were nitpicking at little pieces. Why didn't this and why didn't that? Nobody goes through all of that. Y'all don't know what people go through. And just because you haven't been through it or you don't know nobody that's been through it, don't mean it don't exist. And I'm telling you, I was a single mother, and I have a lot of friends that became single mothers, right? Because everything groovy until life get hard. Then they cut out, right? When life get a little hard, they cut out. We have to stay there. A man has never had a baby. Never. That baby is with us. We carry it. We deliver it, and it's ours. That is ours. That is ours, right? I don't care who made it. That's ours. A man ain't never had a baby, right? So men don't understand. We're two totally different. We made up differently, right? Men may not, if the shoe don't fit, don't put it on, may not have that sort of empathy that women have. We're nurturers. We're caring. That's our makeup, right? I think the movie was excellent. It shed a light. It was excellent. A lot of people said they cried. It was emotional. I didn't cry, but I felt it. I felt her pain, and I felt her. I felt it. So in that sense, Tyler did his job. It created controversy, and it created emotions. He did his job. Tyler did his job. Flat out, he did his job. I enjoyed the movie. I suggest you watch it again. If you don't understand, you didn't like it, go watch it again. If you ain't never been through that, good for you. Hope you don't have to. Hope you don't have to, right? But the connection, listen, Taraji was who the movie was about. But Sherri blew me away. Now, we all know Taraji could act. Taraji could act with just her facial expressions. Her facial expressions tells it all, right? Excellent actress. Sherri Sheppard surprised me because we know Sherri as a talk show host and a comedian and, starring in sitcoms or whatever. I wanted to go over there and give Sherri a hug because Sherri was in it. Sherri Sheppard was in it. I don't forgot what her character's name was, but she was in it. When she was looking at her and just looking at her, and then when she let the people out and Sherri said, no, I'm going back in there. I'm going back in there with sis. That's sisterhood. That's sisterhood. We all need to have some more of that, right? Have your sister back. Have your sister back, right? I enjoyed the movie tremendously. I look forward to Tyler Perry movies. I do. I look forward to Tyler Perry movies because I like Tyler. He don't know me. I don't know him. But I look forward to Tyler Perry's movies and his projects, period, because it's going to be good. He's going to make you laugh with his sitcoms, or it's a movie that I'm going to enjoy. Period. He has other movies. Y'all don't forget about his other movies. He has other movies. Everybody's not downtrodden in his movies, right? It's life. He projects life. A lot of people don't want to see that. And I think that's the problem. A lot of people don't want to see that. That is what he showed. Yes, it was extreme, a tad. Maybe you don't unalive nobody. Listen, I have lost my job, been put out, trying to feed my child. I've been through all of that. All of that. All of that, right? Except for the unalivement. Except for the unalivement. And in my mind, I wanted to unalive somebody, right? I wanted to. So, kudos to Tyler. I enjoyed it. Make more like that. I'm trying to figure out when do Tyler sleep, because he got so much going on all of the time. And plus, besides him being a philanthropist, he pays his people well. Everybody say he paid the best. They've been in Hollywood forever. He paid the best and the mostest, right? And I like the fact that he put Sinbad in there. And in Sinbad's role in how he's actually living, not poor, but he's in a chair, right? Listen, you have to give it up. We got to quit down to somebody. Oh, I'm tired of looking at him. I'm tired. Tyler Perry is a wonderful creator, wonderful creator. That's all. I can't say it enough. He's a wonderful creator. If you didn't get it, I'm sorry. And everybody's not gonna like everything. I just want to tell my part of it, because I've been a single mother, and I know how hard it can get and how much stress you can have, and the things it may make you think to do in your head, right? Like I said, if it wasn't for the grace of God, if it wasn't for me knowing God, knowing spirituality, having the power of prayer, and understanding how it works for you, child, please. So we got to, y'all get cut Tyler a little slack, right? And Tyler, keep entertaining us. For those of us that like it, keep entertaining us. Bring it on, right? He probably the greatest. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't know. In my opinion, it's just my opinion. Probably one of the greatest as far as creating, period. I like Tyler Perry. Has Samuel Jackson ever been in a Tyler Perry movie? I like Samuel Jackson to get in a Tyler Perry movie if he have not been. But, or Denzel, I'm sure, I don't know. I just like Tyler Perry. I do. So anyway, guys, if you haven't seen it, go see it. I know you have. I know you've heard of all the controversy. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. There's no right or wrong. You feel how you feel. I feel how I feel. They feel how they feel. Period. So anyway, y'all, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And catch my lives, and make sure you make it happen for yourself, okay?